Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My wife and the coach. TLDR, I caught my wife having an affair with my son's football coach. I confronted her. We're now heading for divorce. Sorry for the long post. My wife and I are 33, married 11 years. We live in a once rural area that is fast becoming a suburb to a medium-sized metro area. Our HS graduating class had a little over 200 kids, now approaching 500 grads. I grew up on a farm. When I was 6, my mother just never came home one day. So my dad raised me. I took on my farm duties. In other words, I worked hard. Eventually my dad quit farming. He leased his fields to other farmers. He took a factory job. He invested his lease proceeds into buying up more land. Through the Great Recession he acquired many properties. On one of these properties there was a house he gave to me to fix up and start a family. It's in a trust with his other property, but we pay all the bills. My wife grew up lower middle class. A great family that always treated me well. They moved to the area while we were in junior high. We dated all through HS and were married once I had a steady job. Before then I did everything to earn $1. Need to haul junk out of a barn, folks would call me. Need your house painted, I can do it. If you get what I mean. We have an 8-year son. She's Zam. Now, I am a route driver for a large snack company. I am close to buying my route from the company. I have more than doubled the size by going into every mom and pop store, grocery and gas station and selling as much product as I can. I have a large area because the surrounding area is still rural. My plan is to finish buying the route, then I can buy another truck. The plan was to have the wife run the second truck. There is projected supercenter grocery/merchandise to be built in the next year in my area. If I own the route, it will be mine. If not, the company can split my route. So I need to finish buying the route. We have been married since a couple years out of HS. Our marriage hits some rocky spots, I think because I put in long hours. I try to be there but admittedly am not. We have had lots of fun and love our boy with every fiber of ourselves. He is the typical boy. He is now into sports. He played basketball in the winter, baseball this past spring and is now into flag football. So we hit a low spot relationship-wise in the spring. My wife and I talked about it and each made promises to do better. Late April through mid-June our sex life went off the charts. We could not get enough of each other. To be honest, I may have been getting too much because I was dog-tired but still ran my route. My son was playing ball. I never missed a game but I did not hit all his practices. With most youth sports the dads take an active role in the coaching or helping out. I just could not give that commitment. My wife stepped up and helped out when needed. The baseball coach, Ted, is an ex of a very good friend from HS, Mary. She was the smartest kid in school. She went on to college, that's where they met. They married and soon had a son who is also 8. Their marriage hit the skids. Mary moved back home 3 years ago to have help watching the boy, by her parents. Ted moved here 2 years ago to be close to their son and I think to win Mary back. The mid to end of June we sink back into our rut. We talk again in July, promise to recommit. We take a vacation. Still the relationship is bumpy. Mid-August comes around, the bedroom heats up again. Then cools after just a couple weeks. September hits and we are in a dead bedroom. I beg my wife to talk but she says nothing is wrong. My son starts playing flag football. He loves it. They practice a couple days a week and play on Saturday. I drop by a practice and see my wife and Ted with a clipboard running the kids through drills. There are a couple dads helping too. I had no idea she was helping. So I mention it when we get home. My son is excited and shouts out she's not helping, she's a coach. It seems when signing the son up she volunteered to be an assistant coach. I think it's great. This seems to consume a ton of time. The wife is constantly texting, some calls, but generally when I am there it's texting. They go to Ted's place every day after school and he works his son and mine out. He is teaching them how to be better and it really shows as they are the two best players on the team. So their first game comes, I work in the morning and make it to the field for the game. The wife and Ted are side by side giving directions. Someone sets a chair down next to me. It's Mary. We watch the game. About halftime she asks if the wife and I are doing okay. I tell her sure. I look over at her and she is staring at me. So I ask what? She said her son came home after being at Ted's. It had been raining so there was no workout. They spent the afternoon playing video games. Her son went to the kitchen to get more juice and saw Ted and the wife kissing. He ran back to the game and told Mary that night at home what he saw. I get up at 4 a.m. every day to drive 45 minutes to the warehouse to get my truck. So Monday morning I got up at 3:30 am to check her phone. She had changed the password. After a few tries I figured out what it was as she uses like 4 or 5 different ones for everything. There I saw text after text. Some nudes. So I took screenshots of some. Usually I have one day that I spend in town. I sometimes would come home for lunch if I took one. Especially when there was a lot of sex going on. I got home and she was not there. I called her but she did not pick up. I drove by Ted's place and her car was there. I finished my route. She told me she was at the store. She was sorry she missed me. I told her I was just trying to surprise her. Not a big deal. The next week, on the same day, I again let her know I was coming home for lunch. I was parked down the way from Ted's. How she did not see my big old truck is beyond me. She came running out of Ted's. Got in her car and raced home. I followed slowly. When I arrived she was making me a sandwich. We had a nice conversation. Saturday, after the game, I took my son home, had him change and took him to my dad's. They were going to fish in the pond and if he wanted he could swim. I went home. Of course, the wife was not there. So I drove to Ted's. Her car was there. I called her. She was kind of annoyed. Then I asked what she was doing at Ted's. It was just silence. Then talking over the game. I told her to put her clothes on and come home. She swore at me and hung up. When she finally did come home, I was sitting at the table. She again swore at me for accusing her of something. I asked that she sit down. She refuses, getting more agitated by the minute. I told her a little more forcefully to shut up and sit down. Let me say my piece. I had a folder which she asked what was in it. I told her to sit down so I can show her. I started pulling out screenshots of her texts. She went ballistic that I would snoop in her phone. I then pulled out the more incriminating texts. She tried to explain it away. Then I pulled the nudes out. She shut up. I told her we were done. I would give her until the following Sunday to be out. I was going to an attorney, Monday. Take her clothes and personal stuff. We will figure everything out later. She just sobbed. She said how sorry she was. I just asked a question that I saw on an Reddit advice sub. What did you think would happen when I found out? She had no answer. I have stayed at my dad's since the weekend. I brought my son back on Sunday so he could catch his bus to school on Monday. I had explained to him Mom and Dad would not be living together anymore but he would still live in his house. I got home tonight and all her stuff was gone. There was a note that said she would drop my son off after practice. We had agreed she would pick him up after school. She could stay until I got home or I would pick him up at her parents'. Update, my wife and the coach. It's been a couple weeks so I thought I would update. Thank you first for all the kind words and advice. I did read all. I cannot cut her out of my life. We have a young son together. It hurts to see her. We have filed for the divorce. She will be served next week. I am not going to do anything to embarrass her like serving her at a game etc. I told her the papers are coming. She wanted some things from the house. My attorney said no. She can petition, I think that's the word he said, when she answers the court for certain items. Myself, there is not much I care for, so she probably can have of them. What she wanted was not her personal stuff like clothes and makeup. Many have asked what she is doing with herself now. She is still at her parents' house. My son goes there most days until I get home from work. I have been trying to finish up by 5 p.m. most days, not working the extras. My attorney is working with another to keep my business out of the proceedings. My dad has offered to buy my route and hire me as an employee if that's what it takes. I will have to pay her support. We will share custody. It's lonely at home after my son goes to bed, but I am dealing with it. I have a couple projects to keep me busy. I have lots of friends offering all kinds of help from babysitting to meals. Last Saturday at the game, most of the parents that came all clustered around me with their chairs instead of spreading out along the sidelines. I was very touched. We have only this week's game and playoffs and then we are done. Basketball will be next. All the parents I have talked to will request Ted not be their child's coach, including Mary. Many have asked about Mary. She has been my friend for so many years. Many have asked about ending up with her. First, the pain of separation really still hurts. I can't see myself doing anything other than adjusting to my new life and providing for my son. I mentioned that Mary was the smartest kid in our school. She is so far out of my league. I would only hold someone like that back. We are sharing the hurt. It's her ex that moved here to maybe reconcile. I hope I answered most questions. Thanks to all. Dude. You are the right kind of man. You won't hold anyone back. Is your wife asking you to forgive her or something like that? Do you know if she keeps talking to App? Her parents know about the situation. What do they think? Do not rush to find a relationship. She goes calm and first heals. If you try to enter a relationship, it may be by rebound and nobody wants that. Good luck and hope you keep updating. I mentioned that Mary was the smartest kid in our school. She is so far out of my league. I would only hold someone like that back. Well, with a mentality like this, you sure as hell won't end up with a wonderful girl like her. What a waste. Good luck with the divorce process too. Stay the course, guard your heart, don't allow your ex to control the narrative. I think it's fabulous that the other parents clustered around you. Looks like you've got a support system up. Best of luck to you. Mary is not out of your league. She wants what you want, an honest and loving relationship. You are ambitious, work at improving your life, and a loyal partner is everything she is looking for in a partner. Don't sell yourself short. Also, you owe Mary a drink. Heal up and stay strong for your son. Keep strong, my dude, and keep us updated. Thanks for the update, brother. Just keep moving forward. Your son is blessed to have you as his dad. Most of the parents that came all clustered around me with their chairs instead of spreading out along the sidelines. That's the best kind of support. It's unspoken but means a lot. Those parents won't have their kids on AP's team next year. Sweetie, you are sitting here romanticizing someone who has no respect for you. You have so much working on yourself to do. You need to learn how to love yourself enough to know she is trash and not a friend at all. If she truly was, she would have been the good person you think she is and broke it off before embarrassing you and your child. Please stop making her into someone she isn't. I need to keep the peace for our son. I see who she is now. I know I have a long road ahead of me. Good to know that you are going in the right path and have all that support from friends and family. If you ever feel low, just remember how things have turned out for you. Your parents and friends are on your side. You can start working on yourself and become the best version of yourself. You have your son with you and he'll be proud to have you as a father for them. Your wife will be known as a cheater and that coach will probably lose his job once the parents will ask for him to be removed as the coach. Although her parents are keeping her at their home, they definitely don't have same level of respect for her as they used to have. From both of your posts, it seems that she does not regret her decision. However, once you will move on with your life and will have a better life partner, she is gonna regret her foolishness and her decisions. Good luck, Hop. I am so sorry you are at this juncture. If you were close to here, I'd gladly sit down with you and chat, have a beverage, maybe even give you a man hug. I can see it, you're a broken man. May God put you back together. Stay strong, man. For both yourself and your kid. Stay strong. Head up, my man, things will get better, just hold on during this bumpy, not so pleasant section of road. It seems you have plenty of people in your community on your side. And you have us. Did your STBX give you an explanation for what she did? Your head on the right. Just get your ex in your past. Look out for your son. The thing between her and the coach will fizzle out. So you will rebound. But you got that you never was anyone's second choice. Just go a day at a time. You have a great dad. Make sure you pay support for specified time only. She had time to bang the coach, so she will have time to find a job. Not now but later. Mary, not out of your league, bro. You may just have been handed a chance at a real life. I love small communities. They still care. Your specs and AP is going to feel the shunning. Her poor parents will also feel and pay. You're a good man. Do introspection. We all need work. I regularly work out. Listen to motivational speakers. Do a rundown. If I find flaws, I correct them. Do this in your off time. Set goals. I recently took a course in knife making. I love this. Make good gifts. Keeps the mind distracted. You will be fine. Damn shame when a coach uses his position to chase girls. I pray he never coaches again. And you are so better off without your ex. God bless. Raised fist. I just wanted to say to shoot your shot, meaning you don't know for sure how things will turn out with Mary until you try. You're a hard worker, man, that will have a successful business, so how do you think you would hold her back? If anything, you two would complement each other. Stay strong. Now focus on your future and health. Focus your peaceful life. She's currently someone's used trash. It's yours. In future your son will understand mom is a cheater, so mom is the real cause of divorce. In the future you will definitely get the best loyal life partner, and that time she's lost good husband and beautiful children. At least this age you find out her real face. Expose that couch. You are doing the right thing, listening to your attorney, and keeping the STBXW out of the house. As for Mary, stop deciding what she might want. Be kind to yourself. The way you are going about things shows you are a class act. Your first priority is your son, not revenge. That in itself speaks of decent character. As for the other parents, they will definitely make sure the coach feels their ire. That is not your fire to fan. I am glad that they all banded around you, again proving your character. Where is your STBXW staying? Why haven't you knocked 7 shades of shit out of Ted? She is at her parents'. What would beating Ted do other than have my son know I am in jail? Did you pull your son out of football / tell all of the other fathers to look out for the coach? Oh. Thought you were in the country. If you want solid advice, check out you/fallen_1 millisecond. He's got what you need. All the best, bro. The pain will go away, and be very civil of you not to in-out hatred in your child against his mother. You are on the right course. Self-heal and then we see how things goes, but please, she will try to re-enter your life. Make sure it didn't. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.